Yo, yo, yo. What up, what up, what up? My betting family. We back with another video here at No Limit Bets. And in today's video, I'm going to be bringing y'all my top 4 picks for tonight's NBA playoff games. Before we get started though, as always, I would like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one, and hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's truly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so definitely appreciate all the love and support that you guys have shown thus far. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into today's video, my top 4 picks. Before we do that though, I would just like to do a quick recap of yesterday's slips that we did submit. And as you guys could see with this first slip here, we were able to bring out the brooms as we were able to go 4-0. Technically, it was a 3-0 as a PrizePicks did have Steph Curry as a free square to only score half a point. Definitely took advantage of that. But either way, he would have hit his regular line of 32.5 as he scores a Game 7 record 50 points, man. He definitely went off yesterday, carried the Warriors past that series against the Kings. So big props to him. But the 3 that we were able to hit, we had RJ Barrett over 26.5 PRAs. He started off the game strong and ultimately greens for us as he ends up with 37 PRAs. Now, we also had Gabe Vincent over 15.5 points and assists, and he's also able to go over this line, ended with 22. And lastly, we had Malik Monk over 7.5 rebounds and assists. This was pretty much a no sweat bet as he has 7 rebounds and assists at halftime and ends up with 13. So it's a long overdue sweep. Definitely excited for that. We were able to win $50 off of it. Moving on to our second slip, which was the slip that we posted on our Twitter account. Didn't do so well as we were only able to go 2 and 3 as Julius Randle was the DMP. The only ones that were able to green for us was really only Jalen Brunson over his 23.5 points. As I mentioned, Steph Curry was a free square at half a point. Now, I did submit a third slip. Wasn't able to post it on my Twitter just because it was so close to the game. As you guys could see, the time stamp of 12:41 Eastern time. But with this one, we were able to go 4-1 as Kevon Looney ended up as a push with his assist. And Duncan Robinson was the lone one not to hit as we took his over 1.5 3-point makes. He had his opportunities. I believe he was 0 for 3, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. Wasn't able to knock down one, but ultimately we were able to also win some money here. We were able to double up our money. So all in all, it was a winning day yesterday. Definitely want to keep that momentum going here into today. So let's go ahead and hop into my top 4 picks. Now, for my first pick, we're going to start on the first game of the night, Celtics against the Sixers. And I'm going to be starting with a PRA category. And I'm going to be going down to Marcus Smart over 19.5 PRAs. Now, as you guys can see in that Atlanta series, he pretty much crushed this line, averaging over this line at 26.4 PRAs. Now, here against the Sixers, I do expect the same trend. Definitely expect them to get at least 20 PRAs here for us tonight. As during the regular season against the Sixers, he did go over in 2 out of the 3 games this season against them, averaging above this line at 21.4 PRAs. As we know, Marcus Smart, he fills up the stat sheet in so many ways. Some nights he has it rolling as far as in scoring. Other nights he gets a lot of rebounds and assists. So And some nights he does good on gives you a little bit of everything pretty much. So I definitely expect Smart to get us over the 19 and a half PRA line. Also, for his career in the playoffs, he does average above this line at 21.7 PRA. So I'm going to be rocking with Marcus Smart over 19 and a half PRAs for my first pick. Now, for my second pick, I'm going to be going to the Sixers side. It was a little bit tough, kind of picking one just because as of this time they only have Harden, Maxey, and Harris props up. Obviously, we don't expect Embiid to play here in Game One, so I'm gonna be going to the free throw makes category, and I'm gonna be taking James Harden over 4.5 free throw makes. Now, I know he did average below this in the Brooklyn series, only pretty much averaging 2.2 free throw makes per game. But the main one I do want to focus on is that closeout game where they had no Embiid and he was in attack mode going, I believe 7 for 8, 7 for 9 from the free throw line, going over this line. Now, as I mentioned, there more than likely isn't going to be Embiid here in Game One, so I expect Harden to be in attack mode, to be aggressive, as the Sixers are going to need him to be. And against the Celtics this season, he did go over this line in 3 out of the 4 games, averaging 6.2 free throw makes per game against the Celtics. So I'm gonna be rocking with James Harden over 4.5 free throw makes. Like I said, I do expect them to be in attack mode, get into the free throw line. As we know, James Harden could easily go to the free throw line 10 times this game if he's in attack mode. And obviously, with the benefit of the rest probably being on his side, maybe not. But I still like this line, so I'm going to be taking James Harden over 4.5 free throw makes for my second pick. Now, for my third and fourth pick, we're going to be going to the night game, the second game on the NBA slate tonight. The Nuggets against the Suns. And I'm going to be going back to a pick from Game One. We're gonna be running it back in the points category, and I'm gonna be taking KCP over 9.5 points. Now, against Philly, excuse me, not against Philly, against the Suns in Game One, he did just barely make it over at 10 points, but I still like it. As long as it greens for us, that's all that matters. In the 2 games versus the Suns during the regular season, he did average above this line at 15 points per game. And for the season overall, when he plays at home, KCP has averaged 11.1 points per game. So obviously they're at home here in Game 2. I do expect obviously KCP to get us at least 10 points, but mainly because, as we know, this should be a fast-paced game. A lot of points being scored, especially with all the weapons that both of the teams have. And as we know, with the Nuggets, they run their offense through Jokic. A lot of driving kicks. If they do double team Jokic, he's, as we know, one of the best big man passers that we have, and he always finds the open man. And KCP should be able to benefit from some of those assists, hitting a couple threes, getting a couple buckets here for us to get us to the 10-point mark. Now, lastly, for the season, the Suns allowed the 6th most points per game to opposing shooting guards as well. So I like this prop here. I know that in Game 1, like I mentioned, he did just barely make it over, but I think as long as he makes it over, that's all that matters. As long as he greens, that's all we're looking for. So I'm going to be taking KCP over 9.5 points for my third pick. Now, for my fourth pick, we're going to be taking the under, the only under of the night. And I'm going to be going to the rebounds category. And I'm going to be taking the under on KD's 8 rebounds. Now, I know in Game 1, he had a monster rebounding game. and then with 14. But here tonight, I don't expect that to happen again. As for the season, the Nuggets did allow the second least rebounds per game to opposing power forwards. And during the regular season against the Nuggets, KD only averaged 5.5 rebounds per game in the games against the Nuggets this season. So that 14 rebounds, I think it was more of a fluke than a trend. So I'm gonna be taking the under on KD's 8 rebounds here tonight for my fourth and last pick. So just to recap, we're gonna be taking the over on Marcus Smart PRA line, the over on James Harden's free throw makes, the over on KCP points, and the under on KD's 8 rebounds. As always, if you guys agree with any of my plays, please do your own research. Just don't take my word for it. Also, here at No Limit Bets, we like to go with the low risk, high reward. So I'm going to be placing a $5 entry for the possibility of winning $50. So let's go ahead and place that entry. And that's going to be it for today's video, y'all. Be on the lookout for another slip I'm going to submit throughout the day. It's going to be on my Twitter account. The link to my Twitter is down in the description. But other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the games tonight,